In the forgotten valley of Black Hollow, a horror beyond imagination took root, a terror so profound it twisted the very soul of anyone who heard its tale. The village, once a haven for miners and their families, had become a graveyard soaked in blood, filled with the echoes of endless, gut-wrenching screams. The man responsible for this nightmare was no longer a man at all, but a creature of pure evil known only as the Butcher. It started with a discovery deep beneath the earth. The miners had unearthed an ancient relic, something that should never have seen the light of day. The moment it was disturbed, a darkness descended upon Black Hollow. That night, the first scream shattered the silence, a sound so piercing, so filled with despair, that it caused even the bravest men to tremble. The Butcher had once been a miner, but the relic had cursed him, twisted his mind and body into something unrecognizable. Trapped in a cave-in, he was left for dead, but 3 days later, he emerged, changed. His skin, pale and translucent, clung to his bones like wet paper. His eyes, now bottomless pits of black, consumed any light that dared touch them, and his hands, those hands, were stained with the blood of those who had once called him a friend. When he returned to the village, there was no warning, no explanation, only slaughter. The first victim was the town's mayor, found hanging from the ancient oak tree in the center of the square. His body was flayed, skin peeled away in one seamless piece, leaving behind a raw, bloody mass that still quivered with the remnants of life. His face was untouched, his mouth frozen open in a silent, eternal scream. And that scream, it never stopped. As night fell, the sound of it echoed through the village, chilling the blood of every man, woman, and child. The Butcher, it seemed, took pleasure in the terror he inflicted. He hunted his victims like animals, dragging them from their homes, their screams for mercy turning to guttural cries as he skinned them alive. The tearing of flesh, the ripping of sinew, the sickening crunch of bone, these were the sounds that filled the night in Black Hollow. No one was safe. The streets ran red with blood, thick and warm, seeping into the earth like a cursed rain. The fires started by desperate villagers trying to fend off the Butcher only added to the horror. The flames casting grotesque shadows on the walls of the burning buildings. The smell of charred flesh mingled with the stench of death, creating a miasma of despair that suffocated the village.